My family was a biggest obstacle.
Yeah, and my family as well. His family didn't approve because
Just when you was young,
I was young,
different culture, different background,
different upbringing.
Yeah. Friends were fine. Family, on the other hand, not so fine. I wouldn't even just say it was just my mum. My sisters as well. Brothers were okay with it. My sisters didn't agree with it. One of them was...
Actually, no, your brother wasn't okay with it. Paul, your older brother, didn't approve of me running away from home.
Yeah, but not about our relationship. It was just how we went around it, way around it.
Okay, well, he doesn't
Which
know.
he did the same thing himself.
Yeah. My family did
They
not...
did like me.
They like him, but they still didn't approve. So that's why I ended up running away from home. Because they threatened if I don't end the relationship, they would send me back to Dubai and I would have an arranged marriage. Because he's got 2 kids from a previous relationship, and to them he was poor compared to my family, who are wealthy, and all my family are like rich.
And my sisters were just saying that I should have stuck with black. So I should just married or been with a black person rather than with someone of a different race or colour.
Yeah, and the reason they said that is because they said there's not a lot of decent black guys out there, and he's a decent black guy who would look after his family and work hard for his family. For me, it was difficult, really hard, running away, because when I ran away, I didn't have anything on me. I didn't have any clothes apart from the clothes I ran away in. Didn't have any money, didn't have a passport, so I had to start from scratch. I knew he was going to look after me and take care of me, so I wasn't afraid, I felt safe.
For me, it was in the beginning, looking over my shoulder every time, seeing if anyone was following me. Because when I go to visit you in London.
That was another thing too.
Yeah. What her parents said, because they were rich, I know they could easily get someone to follow us.
Which they said they did do.
Yes, which they probably did, knowing what they know.
And they also said when I was in the hostel that they'll have me abducted and they'll cut my throat off because I dishonoured the family. And
you're a disgrace.
Yeah, that I'm a disgrace. So yeah, that's true.
The next thing was, I suppose, it is financial. It's just making sure that she's happy, family's happy, bills are paid, food was on the table, things like that. And the jobs I was going didn't have a lot of money. To me, that was a struggle, a big struggle.
As soon as, I suppose, we
had
knew,
feelings.
Yeah, we had feelings for each other. We spoke about our cultural background and
how we were going to bring up kids.
Yeah, even before we were married, we was only like, we knew how we felt about each other, like probably 6 weeks in, and we spoke about our cultural background, cultural differences. We even spoke about how we would bring up our kids. About alcohol, about pork, because obviously we don't eat pork and we don't drink.
Yeah, I was a Christian. I ate pork, I smoked.
So we spoke about it from day one. So it wasn't a problem for us.
When you went to Nottingham and we came back on the train and we found it so difficult.
No, that's not my memorable time. That was a scary time for me.
Yeah, but it's memorable. It's one of them. Another one is when she was pregnant with Prince.
Before that though, So you jumped from getting married to being pregnant?
Sex.
No! What about getting married?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but obviously not what we expected. But we didn't at that time. We didn't really care as
No,
long
as
as
long
we
as
were
we were
together
together.
and married.
Yeah.
That's all. What was thing. We didn't have a lot of people.
Yeah.
Very small.
It was because we just wanted to get married and
Yeah.
be together. So really, it was like, for me, it was when we got married because I was, scared that was never going to happen. Then,
Oh yeah. Because you had no ID and all
Yeah.
stuff.
and they said they couldn't marry us without me having any identification because I ran away without a passport. So that was memorable for me. And then having you guys, having Prince, because we had problems
Mhm.
with him, and we were told that he was, he wasn't going to make it, he was going to die.
It's 50-50 chance.
Not even 50-50. Because he was born at 27 weeks, they said he wouldn't be able to breathe on his own, he could have a brain deficiency. So when he was born healthy and kicking, he was like our miracle baby, wasn't he?
And Jazz?
And then there was Jasmine and
Jazz
John-
because she was a girl. The only
because you
girl.
really wanted a girl, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Jay. For me, having all the 3 kids and having them all healthy, thank God, was memorable for me because after we had Prince, I was told that if I could have any more pregnancies, I would have problems with every single pregnancy and I would have to have a cesarean with every single pregnancy. But
She didn't.
yeah, but he always said, don't listen to them, it'll be fine. And thank God I didn't have problems with the other 2 and I didn't have cesarean.
Another memorable was when we moved in together.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh.
Our first home.
Yeah, it was cold, no furniture, but we didn't care.
Yeah.
Because we were just
No
together.
carpet. no kitchen.
There was no kitchen. Was there a sink?
Yeah, that was it. It was
Okay.
just a sink.
Oh, but it was like the best.
Yeah.
The best.
Brilliant.
Because we were just together, it was like the best. To be honest with you, even though money was really hard and it took us forever to do the place up, I actually would not
She
change.
misses it.
Yeah, I do miss it, and I miss how things used to be. Now it just seems everything is about bills.
Rush. No
Yeah,
time
we
for
don't have
anything.
time to spend together. He's working 7 days a week, and the kids are like grown up now and all wanting to do their own thing. So there's no we don't do like little family things like we used to do. Go out to Hyde Park, go to the sort of watch them splash around and everything. I miss all those times. They were the best times. I wouldn't change it, even though money was tight.
It would have been nice for them to be there, but didn't bother me as long as we were together.
And and to be honest with you, some of them were like, they did certain things as well and didn't do everything properly, but yet they were hypocritical when it came to our relationship and not wanting to be at our wedding because they didn't agree with me running away and how we went about it.
Certain things, yeah.
I was always scared of getting caught in case my parents found out where we were, and I was frightened for Shadley when he used to come and visit me in case something had happened to him, because they always said if they find out where we are, they'd kill us both.
And me, yeah, every time when I come to visit her, I used to travel by coach, so I was always looking over my shoulder and wondering if anyone's following me. And I know Reem was really worried about that as well. Trying to teach her and show her not to spend money frivolously, how to budget, look for deals. She would never ever go to a market. No way would she go to a market. As in me, I love the market and love car boots and everything, and she would never ever go there, let alone buy anything from it. The hardest thing was having to budget for everything, because I never had to budget before. I could just buy whatever I wanted whenever I wanted. Also,
getting used to looking at price tags. I never grew up looking at price tags. My dad always used to say to me, if you need to look at a price tag of something, it means you can't afford it. After I had you, I realised that I've got a family of my own and I need to focus on that. And if I just keep living in the past and being worried all the time, then it will stop me living my life and being a good mother.
I think mine was after we got married. Things were sweet and good. Me myself just started to settle down and love life. The age gap didn't bother me. It more bothered me that it would bother her. But me, I didn't even look at that age gap. Cultural differences, when you fall in love, cultural differences doesn't come into it. We spoke a lot, so with the kids, we even discussed names, how many kids we'd have, and how we'd bring them. Knowing I was a Christian before and she was a Muslim, we both knew that it would be a problem when we got together, how we would bring up the kids. I already knew that I wanted to be a Muslim, so in that way, we just brought together, yes, we'll bring them up as Islam. I didn't think about our different upbringings. I didn't think about our cultural differences. I didn't think about any of those. All I thought is, this is the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. This is the man I want to have a family with. Also, the other thing is how we used to talk. From the beginning, from the time we met, when I used to talk to him, he used to make me feel like I was the most important person. And it just felt like, even when we was in a room full of other people, it just felt like it was just us two in that room and nobody else. And we did talk about everything. He knew he wanted to be with me. I knew I wanted to be with him. We connected about 3 years ago. Very strange. It's like talking to strangers at first, because we don't have that like bond there like when you grow up with them. Getting used to it a bit now, but I would say something if I don't agree, like if they don't agree with my relationship or agree with my husband, I'm not going to let them say anything bad about my family. I'm sort of like, I suppose, two minds about it. I mean, when I go and visit them, I don't know if they're talking about me or what, how they actually feel about me still being, I suppose, on the scene. But I do like it that they have got back together. I've always said that Marima should try and get back with her parents in case something went wrong and she wouldn't know what happened to any of them.
Yeah, because he always encouraged me that I should talk to them, because he said, God forbid, what if something happens to one of them, how would I feel? So I'm glad that he did that, because my mum is very ill.
And I'm glad that she's talking Arabic again with her parents as well. That's nice, even though I don't understand it.
It's okay, don't say anything. I won't let them say anything bad about you. So.
I know. Yes, I love her. I love family, everything around me. I love my kids. Definitely would do it again, yes. I would do it again, especially if it's with Shadley. I'm not going to say it was easy, because that would be a lie. It was hard. We went through a lot. Even now, it's hard. Despite all that, I still would marry him again, because he's the person for me. So yes, I would do it again. I can't see myself not being with him. Follow your heart. Don't listen to all the negative things people have to say, because people always have to say negative stuff. And just do what you feel is right for you. You just learn from your mistakes. There will be hurdles across the way, but
just follow your heart. You know if it's the right person or not.
Yeah, same with what she said, just ditto. You get your ups and downs.
It's not always going to be perfect, is
that's it. But you got to fight for it, talk to each other, and be honest with each other.
Yep. I mean, we've been together 25 years, and we have our ups and downs, and the main thing is just talking about it.
Yep, trying to get through it.
Yep, that's what makes a relationship work. Communication and good sex.
Annie?